All right, guys, so it's officially altcoin season. And if you guys know me, you know that I see trends before trends even come, right? And to make money in this industry, you need to follow the money. And right now, we're already 42% up on our trade. Guys, we are in altcoin season. Let's look at the facts, the proof in the pudding. Facts are Tom Lee, the guy that told everyone to buy Bitcoin sub $5,000, is now buying Ethereum and making a treasury just like, and telling companies to buy it and put it in their books, just like Michael Saylor did for Bitcoin. Ethereum chart is looking like he ain't slowing down for now. All the altcoins are on a rampage. Okay, Dogecoin, XRP, Solana, and then Bitcoin dominance is falling off a roof. Bitcoin dominance means if it goes up, more people are buying Bitcoin. If it goes down, more people are selling Bitcoin. Also, if you take a look on my Twitter, we've had two big whales sell their Bitcoins, billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin over the last few days. All the signs are there to say we are in a alt season. And alt season, guys, you can make a lot more money than you actually can than memes. Why? Less variables, less rugged devs, no bundles. All it is you against the institutions. But I'm going to show you on this video how you can beat the institutions by using small amount of leverage, by looking at liquidity zones, by looking at simple, basic market structure. All right. So first of all, you guys need to be using blofin. The link will be in the description for blofin. And I'm going to give you a nice tutorial on blofin and how you can maximize your altcoin gains. First of all, I'm going to show you what nobody shows you on the internet, guys. People say to you, oh, it's altcoin season, it's this, it's that, guys, but nobody teaches you. Nobody teaches you how to buy these altcoins, how to leverage, what not to do, what to do, where to buy, where to sell. And in this video, I'm going to show you everything, all right? First of all, what you need to do, guys, you need to find liquidity zones. Okay, this is going to be a nice tutorial. Pay attention, chill, relax. You get this right, you can make so much freaking money. And if you don't even want to participate in this, go to my Instagram, DM me the word innercircle, and we have a group where we just give you signals. Okay, so obviously it's an investment, it's not for free. Obviously, I wish I had the time to make everyone money for free outside my free content. Do you know what I mean? It's me, a team, and we've got softwares and people need to get paid, obviously. So if you just want signals, link in the description, DM me on Instagram, the word innercircle, and I'll give you signals. Now, if you want to learn it yourself, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do it. First of all, go to what chart you want to play. This is what you want to see it as. You want to see it as a game. It's a playing. Now, let's concentrate on two things. Bitcoin, we're going to short. Yes, I'm saying we're shorting Bitcoin. And altcoins, we're going long. All right? So let's talk about altcoins. And remember, Bitcoin dominance keeps going down. You want to mark up this. Keep going down. That means, or even stable, as long as it doesn't, break past, 64% and going back up to 65, we're in altcoin season. Okay, the lower, the better. And Bitcoin can bounce back up. It's okay. It can even go to all-time highs as long as the dominance is going down and altcoins are going up. We're great. Okay, so let's talk about Solana. Say if you want to long Solana. First thing we want to do now, guys, is you want to find these supply demands, called the liquidity packs, supply demands, supply zones, whatever you want to call it, it's fine. How do you find them? Go to the 1 minute chart, look for support and resistance zones. This is obviously resistance. Look, couldn't get past this level. All right, so let's mark it out. from the support zone, sorry, the resistance zones, all the way up to the breakout. Done. Okay. Down here, this was obviously made beforehand, so we can actually lower this now. If you see, there's a lot of resistance here, which actually done the blue line. We have a new resistance here, so this is a lot of resistance. Look how Solana broke through the resistance line, guys, and now it's on a parabolic move. Okay, cool. So you keep going and looking at your charts and looking for that. We'll do it again. Here, look at all this support zones here. I put the blue line. Okay, should push this up too. But this was obviously something that's this blue line was for, sorry, this pink line was for this resistance, and then this resistance at the top became support. So this is why I made another blue line there. So you want to put support zones and resistance zones. If it overlaps to both, perfect. Meaning, like, if this support, this resistance becomes support, lift this up. Go through your charts. Support, resistance. Okay? Perfect. Easy. Now you need to understand basic market structure. All right, let's find Solana and let's get it on a nice clean chart. Okay? So we want to talk about market structure. So we know that we're still going up. Okay? Market structure is very simple, guys. Let's look at here. This high is higher than that high. This high is higher than that high. This high is higher than that high. Guys, I'm going to get it so basic for you. You don't need complicated stuff. This is what I'm saying. People think trading and perps is complicated. It's actually freaking easy and simple. Follow basic market structure. We are obviously on an uptrend. Here's another way to, if you're struggling with market structure, here's another way. Look, okay, start from anywhere. Let's start from here. Start from here, okay? Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Higher high. Okay, broke off here. Let's start again. Okay, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Right now, that is not higher than that side. So that is a lower high because it's lower than that high. All right, very simple. Let's bring this down here. And this is a simple way to find out what's the market structure, which obviously you can see it's going high. So this is what you do now. The first, say, start off here. Every time you see a high point, there's always a low. So go to the high, like a snake going down to find its low. Then now that goes high, right? Makes another high. Every high needs to make a high low. Pretend there's a snake or slide going down to the next low. Now it goes high, and it's going to go down to find its higher low. Do you get it? Very simple stuff when you just break it down, right? And this is what you want to see. You want to see the market continue to go higher. And you know we're in a bull cycle. Okay? Now when this goes high, and this needs to go higher than this one to continue the higher highs. If now we're here, and if this breaks this previous lower high, we're now going lower. All right, so if it breaks here, and then it breaks, if it stops here, breaks here, sorry, we are lower than this low. We're lower than this low. So we're making lower lows. Okay. And then, so this is, now I'm going to show you lower lows. So lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. You see, this is a downtrend. Now we're going down. Okay. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Okay. And uptrend, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Uptrend. There's only 3 trends in the market. It's not moving up in there. Okay. Only 3 trends. Lows, highs, and accumulations. Okay, it's accumulating. And then when it breaks out, okay, that's broke out, that's making high. If it continues to, and you want it auto always retest, okay, and that's making higher lows. All right, simple stuff. So right now, you want to obviously go with the trends. We are going up. Agreed? Now, this is what you need to understand. With trading crypto, it's you against the institutions, which is great. Because if you guys come from a Memecoin material, you'll know that it's you against the devs. It's you against the freaking FNS. It's you against the bundles. It's you against all the rugged KOLs. It's you against so many people. This is what I love about trading, because it's just you against the institutions. Retail against institutions. And institutions is just basically bots, all right? So, retail would right now buy, all right? I wouldn't buy now at all. Because remember, especially if you're doing leverage, you want to get the best entry point as possible. So, forget this line here. Okay, cool. So, this was the last highs here, right? I would wait personally for this to break this high to continue the uptrend. I personally would want it to see it retrace and bounce off this previous low. All right, to continue up, because remember, if you look at this, this is how you go higher. And I'll tell you why it has to, this structure has to, why is it this structure? Why is it not this? Which is kind of obvious, but why is it not this? If it's going up, if you're in a bull market, why is it not going like that, guys? Because people that use leverage needs to get flushed out. Meaning you're obviously, like I said to you earlier, you're trading against the institutions. You're trading against the exchanges. Do they want you to win? Obviously not. So all these people that have long the market and says, we are going long, right? At some point, they need to get flushed out, right? So when this goes down here, they're going to get liquidated. But you know, how can you stop getting liquidated? Well, just buy on support zones. If you bought there, right, how can you get liquidated? It's not come back. And if it does come back, you actually, okay, it's not broken it. Here's when you got liquidated, you know, because you bought here, your liquidation price would be about down here. And I'll talk about liquidation in a bit. Look at that. Boom. Like I said, not blow my own trumpet, guys. No one's teaching this on the internet. I don't know why. Honestly, I don't know why no one's teaching crypto, but they're all just flexing, like, look at this, look at my Lambo, look at this, look at my millions. But no one's saying, here's how you can make these millions too. So crazy. But I've just always been about the people. So, and remember, guys, if you've got any questions, you can ask in the comment. And also in the inner circle, like I said, we give signals and tutorials, updates, education, everything you need, full in-depth course, everything you need to be successful right now in this market. Cool. So now we discussed higher highs, higher lows, lower highs. We discussed how to understand the only free market structures, accumulation, highs and lows. Market goes up, market goes down, market goes sideways. Very simple. We spoke about where we can enter our positions, and I'm going to show you. Okay, this is a little bit more advanced, guys. No, I'm not going to show you on here actually, because it is a bit advanced. You don't really need it to be fair, and that's when you kind of put your first position in and you got it. That's something that we teach in the course. It's part of the inner circle. Because it might confuse you guys. And I only want people in the inner circle that are serious. So when you enter, you're serious. You want to learn. Right now, the strategy that I'm going to send you is a bit advanced. I don't want to confuse you. Anyway, cool. So now how do we put our buys? How do we sell? How do we short? How do we make money? So this platform is the best platform out there. It's called blofin, right? So blofin, it allows you to long and short the market with leverage. Okay, leverage means that you are borrowing money basically from the exchanges, but you have a liquidation price. But if you do it right and you don't over leverage, you'll be okay. All right. So how do we set up our positions? A couple of things to remind: always keep on isolated. Right. First of all, obviously, go to the link in the bio. You can download. Go to the link in the bio, and then you can have your account. You put your assets in. So you go to deposit. You deposit your account. It will go at first. It will go to your funding account, and you transfer it from your funding account to your futures USD futures. Transfer USDT, it's probably best, easy and simple, to your wallet deposit. Then it will say it entered funding, then transfer it from funding here, right, to your USD futures, because it goes into your funding account, and then now you need to use it for your futures side of it. All right, very simple stuff. Now you are accessed it to the futures. Cool. Leverage. Leverage is not a scary thing, guys. People are scared of leverage because they don't know how to trade. If you don't know how to trade, you don't know where to enter a position, you will get liquidated. Like I showed you earlier, it's all about your entry. If you enter now, why would you enter now? It's going to get a pullback. It's literally going to get a pullback. So you entered, you will get liquidated probably on the pullback. So we don't ever put our positions, if we long in, for instance, on a high. We wait till it bounces. We know we're in an uptrend. We already validated this from looking at previous data. A 4 minutes or 1 minute chart. 4 minute, 1 minute chart gives you the structure of the asset. Right now, Solana. We're looking for the data from the last 2-3 days. It tells us we're going up. So wait for the pullback for this previous low. All right. Then you enter. Now let's go back to leverage. I personally use 75x leverage because I understand where to enter. You guys have a basic understanding now, but don't be greedy. Just put a 10x leverage. Meaning, if you put in $1,000 in, you're playing with $10,000. And then to get liquidated, it's only 10%. So if you're long in the market, 10% buffer. So if it goes down 10%, more than 10%, you get liquidated, but going down 10%. Right now, altcoin season just started, is very low. The chances are very low. So I would personally say lose 10%, guys, or maybe 20%. If you get good at it and you learn to scalp and you're in and out, I would never leverage a 75% on a swing trade. That's more for like scalping in and out. Okay, so only use isolated. Isolated means just isolated to this trade. So if you've got any other money in your funding account and it's not isolated, it would take out of your account. Just keep it isolated to this trade. So there's a lot of things I like to make things simple. Amount. If you've got $1,000 in your funding account and this first trade you want to do $100, just put 10%. If you want to use half it, just put 50%. Very simple stuff. Don't need to go calculate. Just whatever's available, whatever you want to long or short, just put the percentage wise. Then you press long or short. Simple. Now, here's what you need to understand. For instance, now, you want to make sure when you entered your position, you put a stop loss and a take profit. Okay, well, definitely a stop loss. You know, obviously you're going to take profit, but if you are at the start of the altcoin season, like your profit, you could take manually, to be fair. But you definitely want to make a stop loss, right? So what I would advise to do is, for instance, if you took this long here on this support zone, if this goes below this previous high, you look at it, you know the market structure has changed. Like if it goes here, it makes sense. It's got support, it can go continue up. But if it breaks this support and then retests the support, now it's resistant, and it makes a lower high, all right, and it breaks the previous high here, we are going down. So what does it say to you? Around about here, you should put the stop loss. So put your stop loss here. So what I like to do, you want to understand about risk to reward. You want to have proper risk management. So if look at what you want to lose, and then lose 1 but gain 3, 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. So if I want to, this trade doesn't matter about what you put in. It's about your risk management, guys. So if this trade is, I don't know, say you put $1,000 in trade, right? And you're looking to lose, you want to be losing like, say like $200 from it, okay? But I want to be winning $4,000. So I want to either 4 times or lose 25%. That's how I think of it. So I want to lose 25% of this trade as a stop loss or win 4 times. And this is where you put your stop loss in here. You mark out the numbers here. 16176. Obviously, this is Bitcoin, you know, do Solana. And take profits is if you want to take profits manually, like it says on like a Forex. All right. But like I said, you could, because we're in the bull market, this is kind of the start of the alt season-ish, you could let this position ride to like 250. You know, we've got to be hitting all-time highs. We're in alt season, and the high of Solana is 270. We got to be going to 250, right? So that's definitely the basics covered. And that, what I showed you there, guys, is enough for you to place your buys, your sells, and profit from this altcoin season. Subscribe for more. Links are in the description for anything that you need. Peace.